My friend Glenn, my friend Glenn. Welcome once again to my friend Glenn, my friend Glenn. Welcome once again to my friend Glenn. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of My Friend Glenn Family Fun. I'm, of course, your host, Glenn, and I have a brand new song for you. It is called God Has a Dog. It is May of 2025, and it's coming out very soon. So, by the time you listen to this, it'll be released. So please look for it on all streaming services under my name, Glenn Darby. Glenn is spelled Glenn, and Darby is spelled Darby. And I want to give a little background on the song. It's one of those songs that I woke up, I heard something, and I recorded it within 2 hours. That's how fast I work when it just comes to me. I titled it, God Has a Dog. I don't want to explain why I do things. As an artist, I don't think we should have to explain why we do anything. However, since I'm using the title God, I wanted to give you a little, maybe insight info. So let's start with God. Now, God is something that is related to religion. So let's talk a little bit about religion. I don't feel like anybody should tell you or me what to believe in. And you can believe in whatever you want to believe in, whatever your God is or religion is or not. I know people from different religions. For example, I have some friends who are Jewish and they study Judaism. There's Orthodox, and then there's, I think, Kabbalah, and they have a Torah, and there's a bar mitzvah and a bat mitzvah, and then there's Christianity. Now, there's different types of Christianity. The most popular is Catholic. Catholic has a pope, and I'm sure you've heard something about the pope, whether they're saying a mass or doing something or making a visit, or unfortunately, when they pass away. Under Christianity, there's also the Protestants, Lutheran, Methodist, Baptist, Evangelical, and they have pastors and ministers, whereas Catholics have priests and nuns. And I'm very familiar with Catholics because my father was a Protestant and my mother a Catholic, so she had me baptized. I did my first Holy Communion. I did a confirmation where I get to pick a name. I picked the name Jude from St. Jude, the patron saint. Also had a godfather and a godmother. It's not a technical thing, but it was just something that we did. I was also an altar boy, and I went to Catholic school for 6 years. Now, I don't consider myself now a Catholic. I do believe in certain things, and I'm not going to tell you what I believe in. I let my art speak for itself. And of course, there are many other religions out there. Muslim, Buddhism, Hinduism, and there's one, I don't know the name specifically, but one of my favorite bands, Queen, the lead singer Freddie Mercury, when he passed away, and they mentioned his religion and their burial process. There are also other religions, for example, Scientology. I've known some people there. There's Christian Scientists. There are Mormons. So to me, it doesn't matter what your religion is. Then there's some people who don't have a religion, but they believe in God and spirituality. So please, believe in what you want to believe or don't believe at all. When it comes to my song, I've taken the term God and personified it. So I thought to myself, if God was a person, of course, he would have a dog and a cat. If you go to a pet store and you look around, the most items they have are for dogs and cats. You go to a PetSmart, a Petco, Centinela, any of those, it's always dogs and cats. Now, when I said God is the he, I don't necessarily mean the he as in the male. He just refers to God as God. So, with that all said, simply enjoy and sing along to my brand new song, God Has a Dog. Oh, and by the way, if you go look up the song, you'll see a picture of my dog. You know, dog spelled backwards is God. And that's my little guy, George. Does God have a dog? Does God have a cat? Does God take a walk and then they take a nap? I'll bet God has a dog and God just a little joke and all the angels laugh. I know God has a cat and God has a dog. They make him glad and they always get along. And God loves his dog and God loves his cat. Doesn't matter if they're good or just a little bad. That's God. And that was my brand new song. God has a dog and he also has a cat too. So look me up under Glenn Darby. I'll see you next time.